Tonight at 5, the man who killed 3 area teens in a drunk driving crash will learn his fate as sentencing for Eric Mering wraps up today.
Also, in just a few moments, we'll learn whether Darrell Brooks will be eligible for parole after being sentenced to life in prison for his role in the Waukesha Christmas parade tragedy.
And inflation has reached its peak ahead of the holidays. What consumers can expect. You're watching News 3 Now at 5. A Madison police officer is free on a $2,000 signature bond tonight on domestic abuse charges.
Carrie House, who has been with the department since 2008, is facing felony strangulation charges and misdemeanor battery. Investigative reporter Naomi Coles joins us now with more. Naomi, what do we know?
So this is actually one of 3 separate, unrelated arrests of Madison police officers over the past 2 weeks. Police officials aren't saying much, and we don't have much information yet about the other 2 arrests. So here's what I can tell you about Carrie House. Court records say he attacked a woman in a Columbia County home while she was laying in bed with her young daughter. The woman said that House had been drinking all day before trying to strangle her while she was in bed. She fought to get away, and police said she had a red abrasion on her neck. House acknowledged to deputies that he had a, quote, physical altercation with her. Now, this isn't the first time Carrie House has had trouble with the law. He was suspended for 30 days without pay in 2013 after sheriff deputies said he fired his gun at a party while under the influence. MPD suspended him for violating department policies at the time, including firearm safety and unlawful conduct. Now, it is not clear right now whether House or the other 2 unnamed officers facing completely separate arrests. Not clear whether they're on leave or facing any disciplinary action yet. In a brief statement, MPD simply confirmed that 3 officers have been arrested while off duty over the past 2 weeks, all of them in unconnected incidents.
Naomi, thank you. The man who caused the drunk driving crash that killed 3 area teenagers awaits sentencing today.
Eric Mering pleaded guilty for his role in the deaths of Simon Balesi, Jack Miller, and Evan Cradwell last fall. The sentencing hearing is happening right now. Brady Mallory has been monitoring it and joins us with the latest. Brady?
Well, it's already been an emotional day. As we wait to find out just how much time Mering could serve, we're hearing statements from family members of the teens who say because of Mering's actions, they will forever carry this devastation with them. Court records show Mering was driving 75 miles per hour when he crashed into the teen's vehicle on a stretch of West Mineral Point Road. The speed in that area drops from 55 to 45 miles per hour. Mering was driving with 3 times the legal limit of alcohol in his system at the time of the crash. Jack Miller's mother, Lori, told the court her son had survived leukemia more than a year before the crash, and they thought that their family's darkest days were in the past.
We battled often with the reality that we might lose Jack to cancer way before his time. We had no idea on the day he was declared cancer-free that we would lose Jack before his time, but not to leukemia, but to the reckless, senseless decisions that Eric Mering made 17 months later.
Well, Balesi went to Madison West High School, while Cradwell and Miller went to Middleton High School. Mering told law enforcement he was on the way home from a bar on the night of the crash. You can watch this entire live stream of the sentencing on our website, channel3000.com.
Brady, thank you. We are well into the 2nd day of the Darrell Brooks sentencing hearing. Today, Brooks apologized to the Waukesha parade victims. Earlier today, Brooks' family members shared statements on his behalf, asking for empathy in his sentencing. His mother and grandmother cited a long history of mental health struggles. Brooks himself also spoke about how he has processed the past year, his mental health, and his remorse for what happened. When the judge asked Brooks if he had any recommendations for his sentencing, this is what Brooks said.
I should be able to go somewhere where I can be helped, where I can be properly evaluated, where I can be properly medicated. If that is an extended period of a long time, at least I know that I'm getting what I need. Not what I want, what I need.
Brooks spoke for more than 2 hours before the judge called for a break. He was later removed from the court in the middle of the judge's sentencing comments. Brooks will receive a mandatory life sentence, but we expect to find out today whether he will have the possibility of parole. We'll bring you that ruling as soon as it happens. You can also watch the hearing in full. It is streaming right now on channel3000.com. To weather now. After a snowy day, we're looking ahead to a big cold snap. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti is on the weather patio with the forecast. Gary?
Well, that fresh snow cover on the ground will certainly help keep things cold. In fact, it'll be even colder as we head into the weekend. Let's start out by taking a look at visible cloud track. Having a lack of sunshine today also kept temperatures down. A little hazy sunshine now and then, but there also have been some light snow showers and flurries, although you can see on Doppler track, most of those now have shifted southward into northeastern Illinois. So other than a couple of flurries tonight, the next weather system will wait until tomorrow before it moves in with the next batch of snow showers. And you can see on 6-hour future track radar, other than a few flurries, not looking for much in the way of precipitation tonight. Visibility right now a little bit lower over southern Wisconsin, far southern Wisconsin, where there might be a little bit more snow coming down. Otherwise, temperatures right now are right around freezing or just below it. So here in Madison, we're at 31 degrees. You can see Janesville right now at 34, but across Dane County, we're right around freezing, or in most cases a little bit below. 32 right now in Edgerton, 32 in Cross Plains, and 31 in Sauk City. Look for mostly cloudy skies tonight. Just an outside chance for a flurry. Temperatures dropping off into the upper 20s by late evening, but will turn even colder for tomorrow and Saturday and Sunday. In fact, we could be close to a record low temperature by Sunday morning. I'll have more on that in just a few minutes.
Gary, thank you. It has been more than a month now since the Madison School District suspended and ultimately fired a middle school principal. And tonight, we finally have a better sense of why.
Dr. Jeffrey Copeland's dismissal angered parents and some teachers alike. Tahlil Moadine looked over the documents and the recording that became the heart of the matter. Tahlil?
That's right. This revolves around a private conversation Dr. Copeland was having with an employee after making a phone call. The former Senate middle school principal had just left a voicemail for someone who had applied for a job at the school, but Copeland didn't realize he hadn't hung up. School district records indicate that the candidate had a degree from the Dominican Republic and applied to be a science teacher, but was being considered for a position as a special education teacher instead.
That's amazing. We're just giving people damn jobs. I didn't even, don't like he could barely communicate with me.
When Copeland was fired, staff and faculty at Senate came to his defense at a school board meeting in late September, which is what you're seeing now. They praised Copeland's performance and as principal and demanded he be reinstated. Tonight at 6, we'll have more on why district officials say Copeland was dismissed and how he's pushing back.
We will see you at 6, Tahlil. Thank you. A former University of Virginia football player accused of fatally shooting 3 people on campus made his first court appearance today. A judge has ordered Christopher Jones to be held without bond. The 22-year-old did not enter a plea in court. Jones is facing second-degree murder and weapons charges. UVA football players Lavelle Davis Jr., Deshaun Perry, and former Badger Devin Chandler were shot as their bus was returning from a field trip. Witnesses told police Jones was not shooting at random. Today, the university canceled its last home game of the season, which was set to be played Saturday. A decision on the final game of this season on November 26th has not yet been made. Many questions remain after 4 University of Idaho students were killed in their home across from campus Sunday. Police say the 3 men and 1 man were the victims of a targeted attack. The victims appeared to be close friends. Investigators believe an edged weapon like a knife was used, but no weapon was recovered at the scene. Police say there is no threat to the community, but there have been no arrests and a motive remains unclear.
Republicans are debating their path forward in the wake of disappointing midterm elections. Amid GOP infighting, Senator Mitch McConnell will continue as minority leader after beating back a challenge from Florida Senator Rick Scott. Some Republicans expressed they're unhappy with current leadership, and that is also the case in the House as well, where Kevin McCarthy is trying to shore up GOP support to finalize his bid for Speaker of the House.
Look, we have our work cut out for us. We've got to have a small majority. We've got to listen to everybody in our conference.
To believe that Kevin McCarthy is going to be Speaker, you have to believe he's going to get votes in the next 6 weeks that he couldn't get in the last 6 years.
Now, ahead of the new session, lawmakers are rushing to pass some key bills before the end of the year, including whether to move forward with legislation that would ensure marriage equality is federal law. It moved through the Senate today with 12 Republicans voting with Democrats in support of the measure. Wisconsin Senator Ron Johnson voted against it.
New at 5, Republican Representative Janelle Brandtjen, the chair of the Assembly Elections Committee and a vocal critic of the 2020 election, has been barred from meeting with her colleagues behind closed doors. That's according to a letter obtained by News 3 Now. Assembly Republicans voted on the measure, saying her colleagues no longer trust her. This comes after Brandtjen left early during last week's leadership elections, which saw Assembly Speaker Robin Vos elected to another term at the top post. She has been highly critical of Vos, even backing Adam Steen, Vos's primary challenger. We reached out to Brandtjen's office for comment, but she was unavailable. Well, just as we've all been getting ready for our first normal Thanksgiving in about 3 years, doctors are warning the holidays may not be as happy as we all hoped.
That's right. RSV, an illness hitting children hard and early this season, is now making many older folks sick as well. Let's go to Andrew Banstra, who got an update from state and local doctors today, what they're seeing and what we can do to limit the spread here. Andrew?
Yeah, that's right. Nationally, RSV cases in elderly people are 10 times higher right now than they typically are. Locally, doctors are seeing a similar trend. Just today in Rock County, the health department told us they've seen a 35% spike in people going to the ER with respiratory problems in the past 4 weeks, and it's only mid-November.
Healthcare workers go into every fall preparing for the usual sicknesses, flu, COVID, and RSV. But this year is producing a triple threat.
But what is unique is to see these 3 viruses circulating at the high rate of activity and the high rate of positive tests that we're seeing at the same time. That has not happened since the beginning of the pandemic back in 2020.
RSV generally hits infants the hardest, but nationally this year, RSV cases are also spiking in the elderly at an exponential rate.
A toddler could pick it up at daycare and then get better and then go visit grandma and grandpa that weekend and still could be shedding the virus. And so that's oftentimes when we see it get picked up in that area.
While RSV doesn't have a vaccine, the flu and COVID do. State health leaders hope more people getting those shots can help ERs and urgent cares that are having a tough time keeping up.
The hospitals are becoming overwhelmed. They are having to turn away transfers that they normally would take from other hospitals. In some cases, limiting elective surgeries to patients, and really become very overwhelmed again throughout the United States and especially in the state of Wisconsin.
Potentially making things worse is the upcoming holiday season. With Thanksgiving gatherings just a week away, doctors say you need to wash your hands, keep sick kids at home, and as always, it's better to play it safe than sorry.
For a family or for an individual, it's not inevitable that you are going to get infected and you have control. There are things we can do to reduce our risk.
Doctors told me only about 1 in 4 people in Wisconsin have gotten their flu shot this year, urging anyone eligible to get up to date.
Andrew, thank you. Coming up, Gary will have the very latest in his forecast.
Plus, we have some new night road closures in Madison to tell you about. We'll have the details after the break. And later, some may feel this week's snow is a little too early for the season, but for others, the time is just right. How southern Wisconsin communities are enjoying the weather, that's coming up tonight at 6.
The markets close out Wednesday trading in negative territory as the Dow falls more than 39 points. The NASDAQ tumbles almost 175 points. S&P down 33 at the closing bell, and we'll be right back.
Raising healthy children takes a village, and kids thrive when their village is healthy too.
SSM Health and News 3 Now are helping you unlock a healthier world with our Time for Kids Keys to Health campaign. We'll show you how sustainable choices create healthier lifestyles, explore the impacts of food security on families,
and share ways we can help build a healthy community together. So join us on air, online, and in your village.
And take time for kids.
Black Friday deals all month long during our huge Thanksgiving sale at Slumberland Furniture. Incredible prices, plus get 30% off on top of that store-wide. Come find your new sofa, sectional, or Lazy Boy recliner on sale. And we're still offering no interest for 3 years. 30% off and Black Friday deals all month long? Yes. And don't forget, mattress shopping is easy, fast, and comfortable. Come see our difference and get a great sale on a mattress today at Slumberland Furniture.
Add comfort to any room of your home during the last 11% off in 2022 at Menards. Marquee Industries carpet is soft and luxurious and are available in styles and colors that will be sure to match your decor. All carpet is 11% off. Circulate air and save on energy costs year-round with a brand new ceiling fan from Patriot Lighting. With over 50 in-stock options, you're sure to find the perfect one for you. Get 11% off all Patriot Lighting ceiling fans.
Save big money at Menards.
Original immersive Van Gogh exhibit is opening November 24th at Lighthouse Art Space, Madison. Get lost in the sights and sounds of this completely spectacular, vivid, and breathtaking immersive art experience that ABC calls absolutely stunning. The New York Times raves that the original immersive Van Gogh exhibit is a must-see, lavish artistic festival. Tickets available now at vangoghmadison.com.
Nearly 1 year after 3 teens were killed in a crash, Eric Mehring is sentenced. We'll bring you the latest on that case. And a Madison School District principal is fired only weeks into the school year. News 3 Now shows you why the district decided to terminate the employee. That's tonight at 6.
UW Athletics and the Goodman Community Center need your help in providing Thanksgiving meals for 4,000 families.
Please consider a food or monetary gift so no one goes without a holiday dinner.
We're grateful for any gift you can provide. Donate today at goodmancenter.org. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Welcome back. Record inflation is being felt deep in the wallets of all of us.
But are we beginning to see signs of it peaking ahead of the holiday season? Isabel Rosales has the latest.
Is inflation slowing down in the U.S.? One retail analyst says.
Absolutely. So starting to see that inflation number come down in the most recent report, and we at Morning Consult are seeing indicators that inflation is continuing to drop based on some of the consumer behaviors relevant to inflation.
U.S. retail sales were up a little over 1% from September to October. Despite this, Thanksgiving dinner will cost a whopping 20% more this year because of inflation. And Black Friday deals may not be how you remember them from years past.
I'm actually expecting softer sales on Black Friday this year because I don't know if you've been online shopping lately, but it's already Black Friday all over e-commerce right now. I've been seeing Black Friday language in promotions since October. So we sort of have to ask, what is Black Friday anymore anyway?
Stocks opened lower Wednesday after Target sent out a warning of a weak holiday season when its profits plunged 52% in the third quarter. Disney is now planning on hiking theme park ticket prices for a second time this year and is reportedly freezing hiring and cutting jobs after missing Wall Street estimates for quarterly earnings. And Amazon has begun layoffs after multiple reports the e-commerce giant planned to cut around 10,000 employees this week. I'm Isabel Rosales reporting.
Starting today, one of Madison's busiest intersections will have nightly lane closures. They will impact South Blair Street and East Wilson Street as crews work to complete pavement markings on the newly redesigned intersection. Closures start at 9 o'clock tonight and they will run until 6 a.m. tomorrow. The lanes will be closed for 3 consecutive nights ending after Friday. South Blair Street will be fully closed between Railroad Street and East Wilson Street.
Well, let's get a look at your certified most accurate weather. Here's Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Gary?
Well, first, I want to show some interesting video. This is the Artemis launch last night, but the cool thing about this launch was it was actually detected by the weather satellites. The satellites that came on through showed the launch for some reason. I guess we're not seeing it there, but my heart was So yeah, we're not seeing it, but let's just come to the weather graphics here. 24-hour snowfall totals that we've had here at the station: a little over 3 inches of snow. Eastman in Crawford County picked up 3 inches. Officially at the Dane County Regional Airport, 2.8 inches of snow. That is actually a record for the day yesterday. And the National Weather Service office in Sullivan in eastern Jefferson County, 2.5 inches. Richland Center, 1.5 inches, and Cassville in Grant County, 1.4 inches. So the amounts generally 1 to 2 inches with some localized 3 and 4 inch amounts. But you can see today, not much in the way of snow, just some flurries for the most part. The heavier lake effect snow is now occurring downwind on Lake Michigan and Lake Superior. But 6-hour future track radar shows maybe some snow showers up in the northern portion of the Midwest. Here in southern Wisconsin, just some flurries for tonight. But we'll see some more snow showers tomorrow. Temperatures right now, lower 30s across southern Wisconsin, already in the upper 20s up to the north. But notice the colder weather out to the west. Temperatures already in the teens over western Minnesota, and that's just a sign of things to come. 3 things you need to know in our forecast. Snow showers and flurries are in the forecast for tomorrow. Shouldn't amount to very much, and some flurries in the forecast for Friday and Saturday. But having snow on the ground and having those snow showers and flurries on cold fronts brings unseasonably cold weather for Friday as well as Saturday and Sunday. And then as we head into the Thanksgiving Day holiday period, middle part of next week, we'll be warm enough for mainly rain showers, although there could be a little bit of snow mixed in, especially early in the morning and then at night when temperatures get a little colder. High temperature trend over the next 10 days, well below normal for the weekend. But notice the warm up, we're actually above normal by the time we hit Wednesday and Thursday. The average high temperature by then should be around 41, and we'll be in the middle 40s. The future track computer model for Thanksgiving does show some rain, but notice how it could mix with snow depending on how much cold air gets drawn in. So we're going to keep a close eye on this. Right now I'm thinking mainly rain, but at least at night it's possible there could be some flakes of snow mixed in as well. So we'll have to see if that leads to any kind of snow accumulation. Still quite a distance off. Planning your night, look for a low of 22 in Mount Horeb, 24 in Belleville, and 23 in Wanakee with mostly cloudy skies. Just an outside chance for a flurry. Across the rest of southern Wisconsin, 27 in Janesville, 21 Baraboo, and 22 for the overnight low temperature in Wautoma. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, colder. It'll be breezy with some scattered snow showers and flurries. The high 28 midday, and then those temperatures holding steady through the afternoon. Planning your day beginning at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. Notice just cloudy skies then, but as a cold front comes in from the west, temperatures get up into the middle 20s by mid-morning and around 28 by lunchtime. But the snow showers become a little more numerous into the afternoon hours. But notice that wind shift to the west and northwest, that keeps temperatures nearly steady through the afternoon tomorrow. Snowfall amounts will be less than an inch, but most areas will see at least a dusting of snow from this. And then the 7 to 10 day forecast, those temperatures really bottom out for Friday and Saturday and Sunday. Highs low to mid 20s. That low of 8 by Sunday morning, only 3 degrees above the record low of 5 for Madison. But temperatures rebound again back to slightly above normal by Wednesday and Thanksgiving Day Thursday. Rain showers, perhaps mixed with snow in the morning, and then again Thursday night, and ending as flurries on Black Friday morning. As we check out first warn traffic right now, kind of an interesting thing. On the Beltline, looks like we got an accident around Stoughton Road, and notice the backup now on the eastbound side of the Beltline going back to right around Fish Hatchery Road. Over a half hour on the eastbound Beltline between University Avenue and the interstate. About a normal 15 minutes back in the westbound direction. Heading out of Madison, 25 minutes from the Beltline to Janesville on I-3990. 16 minutes on US 12 from Middleton to Sauk City. Downtown to Sun Prairie and East Washington Avenue and US 151 will take you 20 minutes. That's your news for now. First warn traffic.
All right, thank you, Gary. Just ahead, it was once a promising drug in the fight against Alzheimer's, but clinical trials are now coming to a halt. We'll tell you why next at 5.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Some ideas seem good, but aren't.
Maybe she could sell her house.
What could go wrong?
Like listing your house, then dealing with all the trouble, expense, not to mention closing costs. We Buy Ugly Houses can buy your house fast for all cash as is with no hassle. Call or click to sell quick.
Hey, we're here at the local farmers market where Informed Choice Insurance Agency is offering fresh, hand-picked local Medicare. what do you mean when you say shop local for Medicare?
A lot of Medicare health plans have benefits that are specific to your county. So why would you call a national 1-800 number when your local Medicare plans have all the bells and whistles the national TV ads promise, only better?
Don't be fooled by national TV hype. When it comes to your Medicare options, keep it local with Informed Choice Insurance Agency, and their services are free.
Remember this? Forecasts are predicting an unreasonably cold and snowy winter. Now's the time to winterproof your home with USA Insulation. 35% more efficient than traditional insulation. Our foam in your walls keeps the cold air out and your warm air in. It's like putting a coat around your entire home. Call now before winter and get a $500 early bird discount.
USA Insulation.
If you overdraw your account, Wells Fargo gives you an extra day grace period to avoid the overdraft fee. What if everything came with a grace period? Like accidentally parking where you shouldn't.
Hey, what about this one? Nah, that one gets an extra day. Somebody got lucky.
Like having an extra day grace period? When it comes to overdrafts, you can with Wells Fargo.
Chevy Silverado. It's got the power you want and the capability you need to do the job so you can get to the important work. Find new moments, find new roads. Get a $500 cash allowance on all 2022 Silverado pickups with a 2.7-liter engine. Plus, current Chevy owners can get an additional $2,500 cash allowance. Plus, unlock your code to claim $500 Chevy Cyber Cash.
Okay, everyone, our mission is complete balanced nutrition. Together, we support immune function, supply fuel for immune cells, and sustain tissue health.
Ensure with 25 vitamins and minerals, and Ensure Complete with 30 grams of protein.
It's easier to manage my chemo side effects since a Grace Supportive Care came to see me. They're taking the time to listen and talk about options for feeling better.
A Grace, caring every step of the way.
Some ideas seem good, but aren't.
Maybe she could sell her house.
What could go wrong?
Like listing your house, then dealing with all the trouble, expense, not to mention closing costs. We Buy Ugly Houses can buy your house fast for all cash as is with no hassle. Call or click to sell quick.
Welcome back. An experimental treatment for Alzheimer's disease has shown disappointing results in clinical trials. That's according to new information from the makers of the drug.
Mandy Gaither has more on the drug's failures and why some Alzheimer's experts say the data may also bring some good.
In the fight against Alzheimer's disease, it was a promising new drug, but gantenerumab failed to help people at high risk of memory loss from Alzheimer's or those who are in the early stages of the disease, according to data from clinical trials.
We are disappointed, just like I know that families would be.
Gantenerumab is part of a class of injected drugs designed to remove sticky protein pieces called beta amyloid from the brain. A buildup of those pieces is a hallmark of Alzheimer's disease. The drug company says this particular drug appeared to remove less of the protein pieces than expected. Clinical trials showed it didn't significantly improve brain function and memory. The company says based on these results, all studies with this drug will be stopped.
I think there is a silver lining. The drug didn't meet its primary endpoint, and that is disappointing. But it did actually help us understand more about this particular strategy.
And there's still hope for that beta amyloid removal strategy. Maria Carrillo with the Alzheimer's Association says this drug just didn't remove enough to get significant benefit in patients. Right now, there are other beta amyloid reducing drugs being tested.
This is an incredibly exciting time for this particular strategy, but there are so many other strategies coming up right behind it.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Now, another drug, Aduhelm, was approved for treatment of Alzheimer's disease by the FDA over the summer. That's despite a lack of support from the agency's independent advisors. We'll be right back.
Vitense Golfland offers an outdoor golf range practice and entertainment experience for all ages. Golf suites with 36 covered and heated tee areas are equipped with free top tracer. Grill and bar items are served directly to your golf suite. Enjoy sweet fun at Vitense Golfland.
At Honda, we know you have to drive through the mud if you want to reach the rainbow. the desert before you find the oasis. Conquer the mountain to see how far your dreams can take you. The all-new CR-V and CR-V Hybrid, part of the Honda line of rugged vehicles.
Touching the stars.
I became an orthopedic surgeon for a lot of reasons.
For a lot of reasons.
For a lot of reasons. To help you take walks again. To ease your pain. To rebuild your strength. And at every step along the way,
we take the time to answer all your questions.
We're here because we care. We care about you. You.
You. They care about me.
Sauk Prairie Healthcare Orthopedics, now offering robotic-assisted knee replacement.
'Twas a wintry day, and at IHOP quite soon, hot cinnamon apples would be coaxed with a spoon
On the fluffiest French toast
with red currants on top. We wish you a happy holiday, only at IHOP. New Ginger Snap Apple French Toast, part of our new holiday menu. Try all 3 flavors.
My holiday tip, check everything off your wish list at the Bruce Company. My home sparkles with lights, ornaments, and smells of evergreen. I can fill my friends' stockings with gifts as unique as they are. But what I wish for most, family memories. Reading books, playing games, the perfect tree, and pictures with Santa's reindeer. I knew the Bruce Company could fill all my holiday wishes. Bring your list to the Bruce Company in Middleton, your holiday experts.
Hey, there's my girl. Who's that?
Life can be uncomfortable. Your home doesn't have to be. Whether you're looking for all the advanced features or something with a lower upfront cost, with Rheem heating equipment, you can stay comfortable even in the most uncomfortable situations.
Oh, come on. Yes, let's go.
Feel the Wohlers difference. Call Wohlers Heating and Air Conditioning today, serving Dane County for over 45 years.
Vitense Golfland offers a free Top Tracer golf range experience. Obtain valuable shot information with warm-up, track your shot history with My Practice, play virtual golf, long drive, points game, go fish. Only at Vitense Golfland.
On high-resolution radar, there might be a flurry or two out there. Just cloudy skies right now. You can see on 6-hour future track radar, not looking for anything more than a few flurries, but temperatures are right around freezing or a little bit below, and they'll drop into the lower 20s overnight.
TBS Evening News is next. We're back in 30 for News 3 Now at 6.